guys, I'm Jitendra. So this is the Jitendra show, and I'm with Lexi Schaffer, and she's internet business coach, and she will be sharing her journey that how did she started in internet marketing and how she left her job. So Lexi, over to you. So can you share something about yourself?
Yeah, of course. So I am a business strategist, success coach, and marketing expert for
Awesome.
high-performing entrepreneurs that want to increase their income and their impact while working less, right? Which is kind of what everyone wants. So
Yes.
I am based in Detroit, Michigan, but obviously having an online business, I can work remote, which is super nice. And
Yes.
this
Super
is
nice.
something that I moved into full-time very, very quickly. I was able to actually leave my corporate marketing job. I worked for a tech company in Detroit. I left there in June, and then within 3 months, I replaced my corporate salary, and it's just been
Wow.
kind of going up from there. So it's been really, really exciting.
So how did you do it in 3 months? Come on, it's super fast. That how did you do it 3 months? Were you having any kind of plans while you were in the job that you want to leave the job and you want to be a internet business coach? So how did it? It's so fast. It's amazing. 3 months.
Yeah, so I think it helped that my, professional background through my
Okay.
undergrad career, like I studied digital marketing. So that kind of gave me a leg up because I had a lot
Awesome.
of strategies and tactics that could help me get more visible online, close more sales, do all those things. So that definitely helped me. When I first started the last job I was at, pretty quickly into it, I realized, oh my God, how did I end up in corporate? This is not what I wanted.
Wow.
I swore I never would do this, and it happened. And so pretty much right away, I knew that I wanted to leave within 6 months. So I actually wrote down in my journal, like the exact date that I was going to put
Wow.
in my notice and quit. And I kind of forgot that I'd written that down. And then 6 months later, it just happened to be that the day that I put my foot down and I told my boss I was resigning was the same day that I had
Oh.
originally written down.
Wow, it's amazing that. How was your family reaction? So were your family was surprised that you are leaving your job, corporate job, and you're starting a full-time business?
Yeah, I think, my family is so supportive and I'm really lucky for that.
Wow.
But at the same time, they definitely were concerned. They wanted me to
What?
stick it out,
Of course.
as long as I could. They wanted me to get 1 year, 2 year, like under my belt with this company and then explore
Wow.
something else. But to me, it didn't matter if I was there for 6 months or one whole year because I wanted to be a full-time entrepreneur no
Yes.
matter what. And so with that, it doesn't matter if I stayed at this job for a full year and that was on my resume, right? So they were definitely
Wow.
nervous and skeptical, but they're very
Yes.
supportive and cheer me on, which is really, really nice to have.
Yeah, you are so lucky because when I started my business, my family was not supportive at all because they were always for me that go for a job, job will give you security and they have all these kind of things. So for me, it was very difficult. And you are so lucky that you have a very nice family who's supporting you right now. It's amazing, amazing, amazing.
Totally. They don't really get what I do. Like when people ask them, they don't know
Yes,
how to tell people and explain what I
same
do.
with me, same with
But I
me.
know
Yeah.
especially my mom, like her and I are so close. We hang out every week and she's always excited to kind of share my stuff online and it's really cute.
Yeah, same with him because my father is not able to explain his friends that what kind of business I'm doing. So it's a bit weird, but as an internet marketer, we have to live our life because this gives you a freedom. Because doing your own business, it gives you a freedom. We can work from beaches, any kind of place. We just need internet and laptop, and boom, we are ready to get started, right?
Hmm. Yep, so true.
Yeah, it's amazing. So when you start your journey, so like see, were you following any kind of big business coaches in your journey? So from where you were learning that stuff?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I guess I have to say it all started, my interest in entrepreneurship was actually in college. So I was a
Wow.
yoga teacher and I saw the opportunity to teach yoga online and get into more of the holistic health coaching, life coaching. So I took a couple different certifications to become a holistic health coach, life coach. So I
Wow.
was following Gabrielle Bernstein really closely. I took her
Okay.
Spirit Junkie Masterclass. And that was really when I saw like, wow, I can, not have to
Do
go
it.
teach yoga at all these different times and run around to different yoga studios. I can do this all online. And so I did that part-time
Wow.
while I was studying marketing, which was really helpful, I guess. So
Wow.
I started to get a little more interested in the tech side of things, how it all
Amazing.
worked. And I actually fell in love with Tim Ferriss.
Tim
I
Ferriss,
loved his
yeah.
books.
Yeah.
I had so many epiphanies and aha moments from reading, the 4 Hour Work Week. And
4 hour work week,
I
yeah.
made a decision that I wanted to move to San Francisco. So I had literally no plan.
Wow.
I told everybody that I had an internship and a job before I moved out there. I basically just moved out there, no money. I had like a friend's place to crash at, and that was it. And I found an internship, which was great. And I was working for a PR firm, and then I was helping a bunch of different startups, and I just fell in
Okay.
love with that culture of entrepreneurship
Wow.
and
Wow.
startups.
Amazing.
And so I guess just being in that vibe and surrounding myself with all these just really incredibly smart people,
Right,
I
right.
just started
Helps a
hearing more
lot.
and more names, Dan Kennedy and Russell Brunson. And
Russell
I just
Branson, yeah.
started reading and
Wow.
absorbing as much as I could about, internet marketing and all
Right,
these
right.
incredible things.
So when you were learning all these stuff, was it in the beginning, what kind of difficulties you faced?
Oh, sorry, you cut out a little bit. Will you repeat that?
Sorry. When you started out your journey, what kind of hurdles did you face?
That's a good question.
Bec-
Um, I think there's like two big ones. So one is
Mhm.
kind of that self-doubt or that ego that
Yes,
just kind of
yeah.
starts to question you and asks you like, who are you, who am I to become a successful entrepreneur? Like,
Entrepreneur,
who am I
yes.
to be able to, work remote and build this empire? Who am I? All these crazy things that ego tells us. And
Yes.
then the other thing was also like, at first, friends and family had no idea what I was doing. They didn't get it. And so if you don't have a community of other entrepreneurs to surround
Right.
yourself with, if you don't have a
Yes.
mentor and a coach to teach you,
It's very
your
difficult.
progress is going to be a lot slower. And so I made sure that like I moved to San Francisco so I could be surrounded with that startup culture. And then, I
Wow.
got a mentor and I hired a coach right away when I decided I was going to do this full time. And those things really helped me, work through those mindset and limiting belief things. But also, I
Yes.
think it really helped to speed up my progress.
Yes, it's very important because when I was about to leave my job, I was surrounded by smart people who were helping me. Okay, Jitendra, you can do it, you can do it. They were motivating me that come on, do it, Jitendra, come on, do it. So I got that courage to leave my job because you are right, because you need to be surrounded by smart people to achieve something in your life. It's very
Yeah.
true. It's very true. It's amazing. So you are in that group, the International Entrepreneur. So how did you came to know about that group? Because I was reading a story about Sabrina, that how she became a six-figure coach. So can you share something about that, please?
Yeah, totally. Sabrina and I actually met in a different Facebook group. It was less business, but a lot more about spirituality and
Okay.
how it can be applied to business. And so we met there. I think we both
Yeah.
like saw each other's content a lot. I loved what she was teaching when she
Yes.
was, leading her design agency and social media agency. And so I just kind of kept tabs on her. I would always see her just having booming progress in her business. And she was one
Yes.
of the people I wanted to learn from. I wanted to surround myself with. And so,
Yes.
yeah,
Exactly.
she was not the first business coach I've ever hired, but, the second or third coach that I worked with one-on-one. And that
Okay.
was huge because it was at that pivotal moment of leaving my job. And so again, I think it's so great to just spend time with those people and those mentors to
It's
really
very
help
important.
you
Yes.
push you to that next level.
Yeah, it's very important because if you have surrounded by these kind of people who are pushing themselves to next year, so this helps you to push yourself to next level for sure. It's very important because right now, because my start of 2017 was not so good, but now at the end I'm making it very good. So you need to keep upgrading your skills every time. It's very important in this business. I know. So Lexi, you are good at in business coaching. What kind of other skill sets you have beside this business coaching?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So, business coaching is one piece of it for sure.
Yes,
I
yes,
think having that corporate background in marketing, specifically in, funnel creation,
yes,
automating lead generation,
yes. It's very
really
important.
helping
Yeah.
people master selling and that sales process. These are all, things that I focus on with my private clients because I work a
Okay.
lot with service providers and other coaches who want more dependability of income. They want more clients that they can count on. And, my goal is to really help them master that client acquisition process and then automate it all
Wow.
so then they can scale and have more of that time freedom.
So how do you find all these clients from Facebook ads,
How do I
or
what?
how do you find all these clients who are looking for your coaching and all?
It's a great question. There's a lot of different ways that people kind of
Yes.
find me, whether it is, like you mentioned, a Facebook ad,
Yeah.
maybe a blog or a video that I do or a live stream or an interview with
Yes.
my podcast. There's so many different ways.
Yes.
Facebook groups, word of mouth, referrals. And I make sure like in my application, where people go to apply to work with me, that I have a question that, ask them like, how did you
How
hear
you
of me? Because
find me?
people
Yeah.
find me from all over.
Yes, it's very important because so you can track that lead, that where this lead is coming from, whether your Facebook ads are working or your referral thing is working or not. It's very important because right now it's very important. So what do you train people on business coaching? So can you share some insights about your business coaching, that what do you train people? So who
Yeah.
can hire you for business? Suppose I want to hire you, that hey Lexi, I'm stuck at 4 figure in a month. So please help me to achieve 5 figures. So how you are going to help me? Just uh, a question from my side. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great question. So I have a 4-pillar client acquisition system that I teach
Wow.
my clients. And the number one pillar that we focus on from the beginning is all about clarity on really knowing and understanding your market, their biggest
It's
problem
very
that you can
important.
solve for them. And then
Yes.
with that knowledge, you can then go ahead and start to step up as a premium coach, as a premium service provider, and have more high ticket offers. So once we kind of figured those pieces out, I really help people craft their messaging because again, you want to make sure that you're speaking directly to these people. So right away they read one post and they're like, oh my God, I need to book a call with this person, right?
Wow.
So definitely helping them get clear is like priority.
Your priority. And so you teach them that how to do a priority for your business, and how you can get a more the clarity for your business, right? Because it's very important, because people, I have seen that many people, they want to do a business but they don't have a basic clarity that hey, I want to do this, hey, I want to do this, because they don't have that kind of the clarity in their mind. It's very important, right?
Yeah, and equally, as you want to be clear, on who it is you help, what you do, but you
Yes.
also need to like have everything that you're doing verified. Before you run
Very.
Facebook ads, before I teach
Yes.
my private clients, that
Yes.
next step of automation and scaling, we really hone in on organic messaging and posts
Yes.
because, if you are selling something and your market doesn't ever buy it, like something is broken. And so, we're tracking things from day one,
Yes.
looking at the
Yes.
analytics behind what's working, what's not, because,
Of
what's
course.
the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again that just doesn't work.
It
And so
doesn't
I
work,
really
right?
help
It
coaches
doesn't
like
work.
break habits of that. They're spending time, energy, and effort in things that, aren't producing results. It's not
Right,
helping
right.
them get clients. So that's really like
Agree.
my main focus. And that's why, I do have such great results with my clients because we get really clear on what it is we need to do, what are those
Right.
income producing activities, and then keep doing those over and over and over again.
Yeah. Sometimes I've seen that many this digital marketers, they have a very bad habit. So sometimes you need to break your habits of procrastination and doing that stuff, because I've seen many people, they just procrastinate all the time. Okay, I will do next day, I will do tomorrow. So breaking your habits makes you more clear and makes you more successful. I've seen this because many marketers have a habit of procrastination. It's very bad, right?
Yeah, totally. It's self-sabotage. And Mindset
Yes.
is like the foundation that I work with people on, because if you
Mindset.
don't have that
Yes.
piece, you can't
Yes.
really build anything,
Of
from there.
course. Of course.
So yeah, that's priority for sure.
Yes. So Lexi, I get a lot of these questions on my Facebook inbox. Do you think there's any kind of shortcut to get success in digital marketing or in internet marketing? Do you think there's any kind of shortcut is available on internet to make money online? The answer is no. I know the shortcut is only efforts and your habits to be a successful person. Because I get a lot of questions from all the people, but they don't understand that to get successful, you need to work, you need to make efforts, you need to do research on internet, because internet is giving you everything right now. But they keep
Yeah.
asking me this question. Yeah. So can you
For sure.
share
I
some
see what
light?
you're saying. And I get this a lot,
Yes.
and I talk about it. Like, if you are somebody
Yes.
who's constantly looking for the next best freebie or opt-in or
Yes.
training that's for free or
Yes.
magic
Yes.
bullet, it's not going to
Yes.
work. Like, the
There's
the
no
best
magic
advice
bullet.
I could give
Yeah,
someone for, wanting to fast track their advice is to stop thinking that there's a way to fast track it. Like, it is going to take effort, work,
efforts,
dedication,
work,
and
dedication. Yeah,
number one, like, you have to be in it for the long haul. You can't expect this to be a sprint that you're going to win overnight. Sure,
of
some
course,
people, decide that they're going to start coaching and they make 100 grand in a month, but the majority of people, that does not happen. And so you have to be in it for
of
the
course,
marathon for sure.
of course. There's nothing called overnight success, right?
Yeah, doesn't
Or-
exist.
yeah. Do you follow Gary Vaynerchuk?
Yeah, Gary Vee. I do love Gary Vee. I mean, I like having a
I
little
like
bit
Gary,
more
man.
more balance maybe. I mean, he talks about like just this hustle, hustle, hustle mentality, which is good. But I think there's a little bit of a balance aspect that
Of course,
he
he talks
misses
more
on.
about hustle. Right now, he's giving. I think he talks more than hustle, because I follow his videos, his vlogs. He's giving more of practical shit, because he said there's no fucking shortcut to success. He said that you have to be optimistic. You need to think that you can achieve this success, because people are very. They are wasting their precious time on watching Game of Thrones or Netflix or watching TV, all this bullshit stuff. So I think that Gary Vee has changed my life. Trust me, Lexi. I follow this guy. This guy has changed my life, because I was going through very bad time in 2017. But by watching his stuff, I got so motivated, and I got focused on my goals again, because Gary Vee is the man who taught me about the hustle, because I was not knowing the meaning of hustle. So Gary Vee has taught, okay, hustle is this thing. You need to keep pushing yourself every day, right?
Yeah,
Of
totally.
course, it's totally. So anything else, actually, you want to share with my readers who are looking to who want to be business coach, who want to start their journey in internet marketing and make money online? So do you want to share some three basic tips which can help them to get started?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll kind of break it down. I always talk
Sure.
about entrepreneurship as there's like two different breeds of entrepreneurs. So you have the aspiring entrepreneur,
Of
someone
course.
who's always, wanting to make that jump, wanting to become, a full-time
Yes.
entrepreneur, leave their corporate job, dive headfirst into their business, but
Yes.
they lack action, right? They have a lot of fear mentality that kind of takes over, and it self-sabotages them. It holds them
Yes.
back. It keeps them small. And then you have the committed entrepreneur. Now that is someone who,
Committed on the
is going to
yeah.
trust the process. They're going to continue down the path. They see the value in,
It's very important.
expertise, mentorship, and
It's
investing in
very
themselves,
important.
investing in their business, because they don't see that as a cost, but they see it as, an investment that they're going to get back, whether it's, financial, whether it's emotional. All
It's
those
emotional.
pieces are huge and very, very
Of
important. So
course.
if you want to become a dedicated, committed entrepreneur, and you want to step away from playing small and being that just aspiring
Yes.
entrepreneur, do
Yes.
yourself a favor, do some research, get a coach that you jive with, you like their
Of
energy.
course. It's
And
very
I
important.
understand
Yes.
sometimes finances can be tight around this. So
Yes. Yes.
maybe you start with an entry level coach, right, who can help you, or you can go big and put it on a credit card like I did. Whatever you want to do, right? Just
Yes,
make
of
sure you
course.
have advice and you invest in mentorship, because that is going to be a huge difference to help propel you forward and where you want to go. So that's kind of like one big tip, but I think it's really, really valuable, and it's what helped me replace my corporate salary and, really step into this role as a financially supported full-time coach.
Of course, it's very important. Yes. So you have given a very nice strategy here. So let's see. One last question is just coming in my mind. So what you do on weekends? How your weekends goes, and how you balance your time between your personal and professional life. So how do you keep balance? Because this is very important, I think.
Yeah. Oh, this is such a great question because I am so obsessed with my business. I love what I do. I love my clients. I love writing. I love pushing
Yes.
new content. But
Yes.
if I could work like 24/7, like I would. But to have
You
that
need to
balance, it actually
balance.
helps,
It's very
my
important.
business perform on a way higher level. So
Of
I do
course.
have to take time off, right? Even though I don't
Yes.
really like to. So for instance, on Fridays, I actually like to stay in. My boyfriend and I, we have a lot of dogs. And so we like to just like watch a movie, hang out at home.
Okay.
I try to turn my laptop off by like 6 p.m. On Friday nights.
Uh,
We'll just hang out at home, be kind of lazy. And then Saturdays, I
wow.
always go to my parents because I'm super close with my mom and I like to kind of hang out with them, do
Wow,
some
that is
baking,
very nice.
whatever.
Wow,
And
that's nice.
I always make sure that in my schedule, this goes for throughout the entire week, I have yoga in my calendar. I have, dinner with my sister scheduled, everything that's important to me
Wow.
outside of my business. So friends, family, yoga, working out, health, I schedule those so I make sure I don't miss them.
Wow.
So I think
Wow.
when you are stepping into the role of an entrepreneur, set
Yes.
time, for things that are important in your life outside of your business in your calendar.
Wow.
It's going to make your business thrive. Another thing that you can do if you want to be a coach, for instance, mark off
Yeah.
days in your calendar that are like client days. So for me, I work with my clients typically
Monday
Tuesday,
to
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
and Thursday only.
Okay.
And so I literally, before I had any clients, like I wrote in my calendar, like these are dedicated client days. And it just gets your mindset in the zone that like clients
Wow.
are coming. You are
That's
going to
very
be a
important.
booked out coach. So
Yes.
that's just a pro tip to throw in there.
Wow, Lexi,
Wow, Lexi.
it's damn awesome, man. You
Damn
have given
awesome,
me
man.
so much of tips here that you need to find time for your family, your friend, your sister. It's very important because when I started this business journey, I was ignoring my family. To be very honest, I will not lie because I was very busy in my work all the time. I was doing blogging, writing, and I was not giving a time. I regret, yes, because I know because I was doing wrong. I was not giving a time to anyone. Now I'm priding my thing. Okay, I have to give time to my family, my sister, everything. But it's very important when you do a business. You need to have a balance between personal and professional life.
Yeah,
Amazing, Lexi.
absolutely. 100%.
So thank you so much, Lexi, for this interview. I think that my readers are going to learn a lot of things about personal, professional, and how they can be business coach. It's amazing interview. I really like this interview. Trust me, Lexi.
Yes, thank you so much. It was so fun being
And
on
how
here.
they can
You
find
have to come
you?
on my podcast next.
Sure, perfect. It will be my pleasure. And how they can find you? How my readers can find you on social media? So can you share your Facebook, Twitter, anything else?
Yeah. So if you just go to lexischaffer.com, that'll have everything. And then my Facebook business page. So
Awesome.
it's just my name, Lexi Schaffer. And then on Instagram, my username is Success with Lexi,
Success with
Lexi.
Lexi.
And
I
it's
follow you.
all
Yeah.
one long word. So yeah, you can find me there. And I look forward to connecting with you all.
Awesome, Lexi. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's done.